What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports here. Our Week 13 sim action starts tonight. Looks like it's Monday night. In Week 13, we have the 8-3 red-hot Falcons against the hapless 1-10, clearly in the Caleb Williams or bust sweepstakes. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's our boy Baker Mayfield, of course, leading this Buccaneers team. Some exceptional talent in a couple of spots, and then not so much in other spots. So could be an interesting game here. Excited to bring this one to you here tonight. Desmond Ridder, the signal caller. Drake London, the young receiving weapon for him for the Atlanta Falcons. So decided to bring back the old dusty orange vintage Buccaneers jerseys just because I think that's a great look. I love that helmet in particular. All right, without further ado, let's get this one popping. Again, Kit out of town for a week or so, so if he joins us, it will be on chat only. If it sounds any different, maybe it should, because I'm rocking a new microphone setup. The first official check from YouTube. Thanks for putting us on the payroll, but the first official check from YouTube has cleared, and I went out and bought myself a brand new microphone. So I got a new sim setup, got a sweet little boom arm, sits right over my couch, and I just get to sit here and call the game with the absolute amount of luxury possible. So give me your feedback on how it sounds. If it's too loud, I'm not sure I can do anything about it, but I'll try. And we'll see what happens. All right, Ridder now into the shotgun. Let's see what this team is about here. He's going to give it to Bijan Robinson up the middle. Nice run for Robinson. He'll pick up about 12 on his first touch of the game. Again, Bijan, they drafted him potentially way too high for a running back, but Arthur Smith and company feel like he's going to be a weapon. I would expect him to sort of be seen all over the place. You'll see him running the football, catching the football as well. It also means Cordero Patterson can sort of shift back to his original position of receiver just because they're not super deep at receiver right now. Here's Bijan again, left side, another big 10-plus yard run, and Bijan's got a first down to the 44-yard line. And another first down for the Falcons here. 2 runs for Bijan, 2 12-plus yard gains. You can see Vita Vea jumping to try to catch him from behind. Just wasn't going to work. In fact, it sort of looks like playing Texas with Bijan out here. So, again, some absolute studs, and then just the depth of the rest of the roster for Tampa Bay is just very interesting. Again, you know about Vita Vea in the middle. Shaq Barrett still there. Of course, Levante David re-signed, as well as Devin White. Everybody loves Antoine Winfield Jr., but their corners are pretty weak otherwise. Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis. I'm not sure anybody's putting either of those two on a top 10 list. Their offensive line has Tristan Wirfs and then a bunch of not very great players. Obviously, they have potentially the best 2, if not 3, receivers in Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Justin Gage, of course, but then like no tight ends, weak running backs, Baker Mayfield at the helm. So just an interesting spot where they're in the sort of like feast or famine roster spots here for Todd Bowles. And again, at least right now, Madden thinks at 1-10 that they're fully in on the tank. As a swing pass to Bijan sets up a 3rd and 7. Crowd in full throat here now. Ridder with the blitz in his face. He'll fire over the middle. Got his man. First down and more. And that's going to be caught up to the 23-yard line. Good old Scotty Miller. He came over from these Tampa Bay Buccaneers and is now wearing the, what do you call it, black and dark red and white of the Atlanta Falcons. Here comes Bijan again, right side, a little inside zone look, and this time he'll be stymied at the line. Pretty solid offensive line for the Falcons, anchored by Chris Lindstrom. They gave him a bunch of money in the offseason. Of course, Jake Matthews, Caleb McGarry. They're going to go screen pass to the right side to Algier, and Tyler Algier going to lose a yard too because the screen pass game is, of course, broken. There's a 3rd and 10 now for Ridder. He'll survey the field and fire deep left side for the end zone. Oh, no. tried to get at Drake London. I thought it was Pitts for a second. It was Drake London. He dropped it in the corner of the end zone, but I don't think he would have been inbounds at all. So they went for the shot play there, and instead we'll have to settle for 3 from Young-Hoo Koo. First points on the board here today, courtesy of the leg of the Falcons kicker. All right, here he comes. Our boy, number 6, Baker Mayfield. Let's take a look at what his statistics have been so far this sim season. Again, 1-10 you already know about. How about 3,000 yards, 12 TDs, 10 interceptions? That feels about right, unfortunately. Rachaad White, you can see changed his number to number 1 as his number 1 running back now. Fournette not on the roster. And they've got a rookie left tackle as well, Cody Mock from South Dakota State? Either South Dakota or North Dakota, one of those two. They're going to start double tight end now. White single back. They'll give it to White. He'll try the left side. He's got the corner, and that's where he'll go down. Troy Anderson's over there, as well as, looked like A.J. Terrell. Actually, I lied. Excuse me, number 1. That's Jeff Okudah coming over. Remember, they traded for him at the end of last year, trying to recalibrate the third-round pick's career. Here's a quick throw over the middle, nice little pick route, and it's got Mike Evans freed up for a first down. They give him 10. Baker's first completion to Mike Evans. So, could be his best set of weapons ever, frankly. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, probably better than any pair that he ever had, certainly in Cleveland. He did have Cooper Kupp last year, of course, in his limited minutes with the Rams. Here comes Rachaad White now up the middle, and he'll run right into the line and down to the ground. Looked like Bud Dupree was in there coming over in free agency following Arthur Smith, of course formerly with the Titans. Now over the middle, caught his man out of the backfield. Nice little angle route to the running back, and Mayfield a second throw and a second first down conversion, and that's Chase Edmonds, the former Arizona Cardinal, now playing some running back here in Tampa Bay. Turn around, give it to Rachaad White, and he can't really get past the original line of scrimmage there. You got Grady Jarrett, of course, David Onyemata signing there, Zach Harrison, the rookie out of Ohio State, in there as well. So a lot of potential, and now right up the middle, and Grady Jarrett right on cue will sack Mayfield back to the 45-yard line, and he got in there in a hurry. Just a bull rush right up the middle. You can see number 3 there, Michael Walker. Excuse me. Yeah, it is Walker. Number 3 there. Their numbers are kind of funny looking. Michael Walker, the middle linebacker there, kind of stunted, and that freed up Grady Jarrett in the middle, and that was an easy sack for Grady Jarrett. Sets up 3rd and 16 for Baker now. Shotgun snap, 11 personnel. Oh, and it's picked off! He tried to go skinny on the post, and it's picked off in the middle of the field. And it'll be a first down. That's Richie Grant, the safety who plays a little bit of sort of hybrid linebacker safety for these Falcons. And Richie Grant read Baker like an open book as he tried to go there to Cade Otton, his tight end. And Richie Grant picks it off. And we have seen that recipe play out several times now in a big first down on a flip of the field for the Falcons. He'll go empty. Desmond Ridder. Ridder shuffling, now firing, back foot. He's got a man wide open in the corner! Caught, but he's out of bounds! That was Scotty Miller, and he was wide open down the right side. And unfortunately, incomplete now. Bijan tries the middle, and he'll pick up a yard. Already 4 carries, 31 yards for Bijan Robinson. 3rd and 9 now. Buccaneers could really use a stop. Vita Vea trying to penetrate the right side, but it looks like Ritter's going to shuffle out of it, then throw late, and it's almost picked. We've seen that play go pick 6 the other way. Vita Vea celebrating his pass rush. That was the first catch of the day for Kyle Pitts, and he was tackled immediately at the line of scrimmage. Good play there by the defensive back. So, no harm, no foul there on the Baker Mayfield interception as the defense able to quickly go a 3 and out, giving up 0 yards, and then not a great punt by Bradley Pinion. He did not pinion them down, and now it's going to be first down for Baker and company at the 20-yard line. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports here. Give me some feedback how my new mic sounds. New mic that I bought with my very first YouTube payment check. Bought the Blue Yeti, which is what Kit uses as well when he's at his house. So just chilling here with a little boom arm hanging right over my couch. Couldn't get more comfortable than this. So give me some feedback on how the new mic sounds, if you please. I have a little bit of control over it versus the game volume. Kate Otten does receive the football that time from Baker Mayfield. Hey, Rick, welcome in. Go Browns indeed. Happy Saturday to you. Baker now with a new set of downs at his own 31-yard line. He'll start in a shotgun. 4 receivers out in the package for him. Baker now rolling. Watch out, firing back over the middle dangerously. Actually did have a man coming across the middle. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. I'm glad that it sounds great. Technology is a beautiful thing. Across the middle drag route. It'll go to Kate Otten on the right side and Otten right in front of A.J. Terrell. Sets up a 3rd and 6 for Baker and the Bucs. Mayfield now in a shotgun. Back to pass. 4-man rush. And they're taking care of it right now. And now Baker's going to load up deep left side. Single coverage. Go! Knocked out of his hands. Nice play there. That was Mike Evans, 6'5", with some leaping ability that was open in the corner. That one-on-one coverage. Baker threw it up there, but the defensive back made an even better play to swat it out of there. And a nice play there. I think that was the rookie Darius Rush who got up there and put a nice set of hands on it for the Falcons. All right. Back-to-back punts now. Here's Bijan again. He'll put his foot in the ground, and Levante David says, welcome to the league, Rook. That's a TFL. Bijan so far 6 touches for about 33 yards. Ritter floats it over the middle, wide open in space. There he is again. Scotty Miller, the former Buccaneer. Bowling Green State University product, Scotty Miller. And he's got a first down near midfield as Ritter just floated that one right over the middle. Little Cincinnati to Bowling Green connection there, right in the middle of about 7 Buccaneers. What a throw from Ritter. Hey, 504, welcome in. And trying to go up the middle again with Bijan. You know what? I hadn't heard a lot of that. JOK going 6 makes sense because that was his college number, and there's no quarterback, and Ritter's going to be picked off. Intercepted. That's Ryan Neal, the strong safety, and he pulls a strike on that one. Neal just stuck his hand in there, and then it ended up in his grasp. They were looking for Bijan out of the backfield, and Neal just ripped it away from him. And then Bijan brings him to the ground immediately, so that's going to be a turnover on downs, and Baker back out onto the field. But, so yeah, I guess the JOK one makes more sense. Obviously, when he got drafted, there was another number 6 on the roster who you probably weren't going to ask to give up his jersey. So there were a lot of people thinking that's why he went 28, because, you know, the difference between 2 and 8 is 6. I don't know. Newsom going 0, that's pretty cool. Obviously, this is the first year that you can wear 0, so he decided he wanted to take advantage of it, kind of a Agent 0 kind of a thing, kind of a pretty cool opportunity for him to be noticeable out there. And if he continues to develop and play well, it could be a cool thing. Nice run for Rashad White on that one. It was good. You'll enjoy it. You should go back and watch it. Your Saints played pretty well. Got the dubs in that one. They're going to have to try to stay with these Falcons, who are 8-3 in this division, which is pretty crazy. Desmond Ritter in a wide open division, and now pressure coming and sacked down. And I think that's, Lorenzo Carter, who is actually supposed to be number 0, but again, I can't make them number 0 just yet. But he gets around that right tackle. That's the all-pro Tristan Wirfs. And a big sack there. Baker eats it, sets up a 3rd and very long. So, yeah, I mean, if they want to change their numbers and they feel good about it, and if both of those guys could use a little bit of a spark or a rejuvenation, if you will. And there's Zach Harrison, the rookie, 96. With his first sack of the game, he'll share it. But there he is from Ohio State University. Zach Harrison, actually just right up the road from me. From Olentangy is where he went to high school. And he is an athlete, always has been. He got knocked down and then back up to make the sack. Great play there. 4th and 32. And they're going to punt this one away here with about 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. So, yeah, JOK needs a bit of a bounce back. And then Newsome needs to continue to develop, maybe get his first NFL interception this year. Less of playing a quote-unquote nickel linebacker, which is what he sort of has complained about being played, which is forcing to stop the run the whole time and not being able to cover anybody last year. So I think you're going to see him on the field covering people just plenty this season as Algier gets some, Algier. I don't know why he keeps calling him Algier. Algier gets a carry for 5 yards, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close here. It's 3-0 back and forth. Both quarterbacks have thrown an interception. Falcons had a really nice opening drive that stalled out in field goal range. And that's the only scoring of the game. And he's going to throw another pick. Devin White to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! And a pick 6 by Devin White. And again, as Kit and I would talk about, Kit more mostly, that's the importance of that special teams. That punt that pinned him down at the 1 gets him in trouble. Pressure coming. And Devin White reads it like an open book. The pressure makes the bad throw into the end zone, and he rides it. And that's the first touchdown of the day, and it's a big one for these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here with 15:45, pretty much the first play of the second quarter goes to a touchdown, and that's Devin White again, the very, very talented, speedy, athletic middle linebacker, and he puts it in the back of the end zone. Well, right back to you now. That's a 7-3 lead again. These Buccaneers 1-10 in our sim season. Clearly in full tank mode for Caleb Williams, and Baker is acquiescing to that request, maybe subconsciously. And these Falcons, on the other hand, 8-3, taking advantage of the wide open NFC South again, as I believe that the Panthers and the Saints are both about 500. There you can see actually right on cue, the Saints are 6-5. You can see at the bottom of the screen. That's actually the next game I'm going to do. I'm going to do Colts Saints because we haven't seen Colts in a while. And the Saints, a lot of people like watching the Saints. So that's actually the next game we're going to do. The other Week 13 game we're going to do is Ritter tries an option keeper that doesn't really do a lot. So yeah, 5:04, you'll get back-to-back Saints games here in Week 12 and Week 13. Up the middle with Bijan. Whoa, takes a big shot there. Looked like Tryon Shoyinka, former Washington Husky, with a big hit. It looks like he might have a superstar under him now, rushing on that left tackle side. Yep, number 9. Pressure coming, and they're going to say got the ball out. Could have maybe been an interception, or a fumble, rather. They're going to say incomplete on that one. Hey, George, welcome in. Pressure up the middle, and Vita Vea and Shaq Barrett are going to get home. So the defense pick 6 kind of lights a little bit of a fire now under the Buccaneers, and with a 3-man, actually I guess 4-man rush, the 4th man was getting mauled there by Chris Lindstrom, but the pressure gets home essentially with 3, and now another punt for Pinion, and the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield back out on the field here at the 20. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy on sports, although I don't think Kit's on today. He's probably in the middle of something. He is out of town for a couple weeks visiting some family in the Pacific Northwest. Also retrieving his daughter from summer camp, I believe, in the process as well. That's a very short throw from Baker. He's now 5 of 10 for 33 yards with 12 minutes on the clock here in the first half. Across the middle, there's Mike Evans for a first down in front of Jeff Okudah. First down up to the 36-yard line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, I'll appreciate your feedback on my audio. This is my very first sim with my brand new Blue Yeti microphone. I used my first YouTube check to buy some gear. So very excited to be trying it out. It's got a little boom arm. It just goes over in front of my face, kind of right while I'm sitting on my couch simming. It's a pretty nice little setup. So it's the same mic that Kit uses, so we should have the same quality coming through, but everybody uses them. They're really popular and well thought of mics. So Cool. Thank you, George. Appreciate that feedback as well. But it is going directly into my PlayStation. So if, like, for instance, you think my voice is too loud and the game's not loud enough, or vice versa, whatever, you can give me that feedback, and I think I have a little bit of control over that as well. As Rachaad White out of the pistol, we'll get just a yard or two, but it is enough for a first down. Rachaad White again sticks his foot in the ground, and he'll go down, lose a yard this time. 7 carries, now just 20 yards for the new starting running back here. Rachaad White, he has changed his number to number 1. Again, Fournette, still a free agent. Firing right side, caught again. That's a first down. Long out route there. It took a long time to develop, and that's the rookie out of Nebraska, Trey Palmer. And Palmer gets a catch, and now the Falcons actually going to challenge to see if he was in bounds. Interesting choice here. Again, Trey Palmer, Nebraska Cornhusker. I think he's got both feet way in. Cordero Patterson, 1 foot, 2 foot, but it is pretty close. So I guess in their defense, you don't really need those first half timeouts quite as much. Maybe they thought they could avoid it. Trey Palmer. Yeah. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. Wow. Falcons keep the challenge and the timeout, and now it's 3rd and 10. Interesting. Got 2 X-Factor receivers next to each other. That seems unfair. He'll go to the one that's wide open on the right side. Godwin. He had to fall down to stay in bounds. Otherwise, he might still be running into the end zone. How about that beauty of a route? Baker saw him, and he was wide open. Nice route there. You saw Terrell stayed short. Safety went deep. And Godwin was wide open in between the two for a big first down to the 31-yard line. His 3rd catch of the day for Godwin. Now Baker will switch the play again. Looks like a similar formation now. Godwin, Evans, and Otten out there on the right side. It's actually, in fact, it looked like the same play, and they'll dump it left side. Chase Edmonds will break the first tackle and then go down. That was Jesse Bates, the big high-priced offseason safety, number 30 here for Atlanta, that started the tackle. Throw it quickly to the left side. That's the tight end again, Cade Otten. Remember, he was a rookie last year, Cade Otten. He's got 3 catches in this one now. A 3rd and 7 for Baker. Delayed handoff. They try to fool him, and it fools nobody except Rachaad White's breaking tackles, and he almost gets it done. On a 3rd and 8, Mike Hughes, the nickelback, is the one that gets in there and knocks him down. 4th and 1 from the 22. If I were calling plays, I would go for it, but they're going to go ahead and send out the kicker to try to extend this lead to a full touchdown, which they do. It's Chase McLaughlin, our old boy Chase McLaughlin on the kick. A couple of former Browns on this Buccaneer roster now, wearing number 6 and number 4. 7 minutes to play exactly as Cordell Patterson takes it out of the backfield, and he's going to not even get back to the 20. It'll be a first down at the 17. There's Bijan. 8 rushes, 40 yards. Also has a couple of catches again, as they keep calling him a weapon. He's not a running back. He's a weapon. We get it. We get it. Justify your overdrafting of a running back. Here he is again now. Bijan, cut move down the middle, and he'll get past the safety, Ryan Neal, for a nice gain of 6. He has looked pretty explosive here in this one. This is our first time seeing the Falcons or the Buccaneers, which is why I picked this game. And Bijan's got another first down before Vita Vea hog ties and throws him to the ground. But the damage is done. He's over 50 yards now here in the first half. Arthur Smith loves it. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I didn't realize there were some number changes still happening for the Browns. So yeah, the nuisance goes to 0 and JOK back to 6, which of course yeah, there we go. We ride with 6 again. Absolutely. It's his college number. Maybe he feels like that'll help sort of reset him a little. Not that he had a bad year, but he just didn't have an awesome year last year. So I'm sure they'll want him to bounce back. Or maybe the Jim Schwartz defense allows him to just play fast, see ball, get ball. 3rd and 7 now. Blitz coming from Shaq Barrett, where Ritter gets rid of it. Tipped. Oh, he had an opportunity. Scotty Miller was down there, and he had an opportunity to haul it in. couldn't get it to go, and the Buccaneers with another nice stop. So one of these teams is 8-3, one of these teams is 1-10, and they do not look like they are right now, as the 1-10 team leads 10-3. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Somebody had put in the Discord, I don't remember who, about worried about all the injuries because the initial training camp injury report came out, but I wouldn't be overly worried about it. 3 of the guys are coming back from season-ending injuries last year, so I'm sure those are all just cautious return kind of things. We knew Mike Woods blew out his Achilles during the off-season training stuff. Schwartz seems to always have a bum hammy, so I don't know maybe they're just trying to secretly get him to the practice squad because I don't think he's making the 53. But the one that's the most concerning is Marquise Goodwin, who was listed as an illness. They found blood clots in his legs and lungs, which is, if you know anything about blood clots, your lungs are not exactly where you want to have them. They are, I mean, you don't want to have them, period, but that's like can kill you kind of a thing. So I hope that they are able to get that fixed. Obviously, there's a lot of drugs you can take and stuff, but if he's got some sort of a blood clotting condition all of a sudden, that could be very, very dangerous. So that's the one I'm going to keep my eye on here as camp starts. As Baker goes deep right side, single coverage for Evans, and it's knocked away by Terrell. And was it you? Thank you, 504. Yes, you posted about the injuries. So again, none of those particularly bothered or scared me, other than I hadn't heard about the Godwin thing, and that is definitely scary. Firing left side, open, but I think he's out of bounds. You just saw him a little bit late. Baker delivered a strike. But Russell Gage could not stay in bounds, and they are going to have to punt this one again. Yeah, so 504, you know as well. My wife has had a blood clot in her leg, which was super scary. Her mom has had blood clots in her legs as well. So yeah, they're no joke, and you can be very healthy and just pop a clot, and that's that. So yeah, when we go on long trips, like, sitting on an airplane for 8+ hours or whatever, my wife will take blood thinners just to be safe, because it's no messing around. Bijan again, he's looked pretty solid. And I'm sorry to hear about your grandmother, 504, even though it sounds like it's been a year or so. Bijan again runs right into Shaq Barrett, a little 7-on-7 action, as Shaq Barrett has changed his number to number 7 as well. A lot of number changes this year. That's what's kind of taken me a long time, because I try to update the numbers before we play each of these games, and it takes a minute to get them all updated. Now Ritter fires across the middle, wide open again. Man, Scotty Miller has been everywhere today. I don't think we've seen Drake London or Kyle Pitts really do anything, but Scotty Miller, again, the former Buccaneer, has been very effective today. And yes, I agree, prayers for Goodwin, and hopefully he's got the best medical attention that money can buy, but still means that the body's got to respond to it. Rick, I think we talked about it also a little bit on the Discord yesterday. I found the graphic and posted it. It's just ridiculous. They're just going to have to wait and see him and then be like, oh, that's right, he's really good again. Assuming he's really good again, and then he could go on record as being one of the highest mid-game, mid-season buffed quarterbacks. But yeah, you're telling me that Kirk Cousins is better than him, Tua is better than him, Goff is better than him? Like, come on. Sure, you don't want to put him at a 95 or something. I get that, but I would have thought mid to low 80s. But 78? That is disgraceful. Disgraceful. And yes, more of he's going to have to prove it. We saw that with Baker some too, and I think we might get PI back of the end zone. PI. Nope, we're going to get... Wow, roughing the passer after he threw it away. Vita Vea, a huge mistake, as it would have been a 4th down. Now we get a 1st down and goal. The 4-yard line. Ritter standing up, firing right side. Bijan, and he'll get tackled right away by Shaq Barrett. Falcons call timeout. Yeah, it is borderline disrespectful, and just not true at all. Just even Yeah. Even if you're only judging on the 6 games that you saw last year, he's better than Jared Goff. Like, come on. There's Pitts with a second catch, and he'll gain a yard. So, trying to find Pitts, and they'll call a timeout here. Beautiful look at Raymond James Stadium. It is the Monday night game of Week 13. Yep, Kyler Murray's higher as well. And Lamar Jackson is like the 3rd best quarterback, or 4th best quarterback, was also, I felt like, a little bit aggressive. Now, again, that could just be his athleticism and his running attributes that boost his overall rating. But yeah, that was tough to swallow. Burrow at 95, I got no problem with. Mahomes at 98, I got no problem with. Allen at what, 94? Maybe he was 3rd. Let's go back and look here one more time. Let's go back and look one more time. So you got Mahomes at 99, no problem with that. Burrow 95, Allen 94, no problem with that, no problem with that. Lamar Jackson 91, I have a problem with. Hurts at 88, fine. Herbert at 87, fine. Prescott at 87, fine, I think. Rodgers at 86, fine, I think. Cousins at 84, no. Tua at 83, no. Trevor Lawrence at 82, I think he's probably should be a little higher, frankly. Geno Smith at 81, no. Jared Goff at 80, no. Kyler Murray at 79, no. Derek Carr at 78, no. And then Deshaun at 78. Just above Jimmy G, Russell Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, and Justin Fields. 16th best quarterback in Madden. Nice throw there by Baker. And they'll call timeout up the midfield stripe. So, anyway, just feels like a bunch of disrespect. Yeah, and again, I get that. You get the Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud's probably low 70s, high 60s or something. Like, you got to kind of earn your stripes a little bit. I get that part of it. Oof, dangerous throw to the right side. Lorenzo Carter actually in coverage that time, and the second timeout called by the Buccaneers. Yeah, that would be nice. That would mean that they won the Super Bowl or got darn close to winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, Wendell, we've been chatting a little bit about that here so far. It's pretty cool. 2nd and 7. Mayfield now firing late to the right side. Caught, and then he fell to the ground. They'll call their last timeout. Nice catch in space. Not going to get a replay of that one. And that gives him enough opportunity to bring Chase out. So that was Russell Gage, who's changed his number to number 3. And now McLaughlin from 47. His kick is up, and his kick is good. So they re-extend the lead up by a touchdown. So nice drive there by the Buccaneers. Managed those timeouts well, able to get themselves into a field goal position. Yeah, Wendell, I guess I thought maybe that's where he would be. Again, in general, they start them all fairly conservatively, except for the real superstars. Just because, over the course of the season, you're going to, in theory, you'll grow and get, if you're playing a dynasty or whatever, or a franchise, sorry, wishful thinking. If you're playing a franchise, you get all the XP growth and various things. So I would have thought maybe like the worst he could have been would have been like an 83, 82 maybe. But I was wrong. Mayfield now. If they fix the QB mechanics and awareness, I don't really give a crap what his rating is, as long as he acts like a quarterback, and a mobile quarterback at that. 2nd and 7 after a dangerous throw to Godwin. Baker here with a 7-point lead. Delayton up, fakes the draw to Edmonds, and now he'll throw it right side. Got his man. That's the tight end, Cade Otton. He's gone to Cade a lot in this one. 4 times for just 18 yards, though. Here comes Rachaad White, and he's got a first down. Troy Anderson, the middle linebacker, threw him to the ground, but Rachaad White on his 10th carry of the game picks up the first down at the 22-yard line. Always good to get that first down out of the half. And they'll run White again. He'll try the right side, and he'll be thrown to the ground. Good play there Jalen Hawkins, the free safety, got up there in a hurry to throw him to the ground now. Double tight ends to the right side, the X-Factor receivers to the left. Nice formation here for Baker, and he'll throw it dangerously, just threw it away. Not opting to take the sack. Man, wish he did that when he was on our team. Throw it out of his sack. Back to pass now. Baker shuffling. He'll go deep. Left side. Single coverage. Mike Evans has got it above Jeff Okudah. 6'5", Mike Evans, and Baker recognizes the one-on-one coverage. Let's watch it again. Okudah with him step for step. Baker just heaves this thing in rhythm. What a seed from Mayfield. And Evans goes up high, uses all of that 6'5" frame. Again, great coverage by Okudah. Nothing you can do there. And a big, big first down to the 23-yard line of Atlanta now. Baker and the boys cooking, looking for more of a lead. He'll spin. He'll fire. Godwin to the 10, to the 5, and a first down and goal for the Buccaneers. Yeah, I would hope. I mean, AI has grown so much even just in the last couple of months, year or so. I would hope that it'll be in. 87% completion? That would be unheard of. I think like 75 would be incredible. 87 would be nuts. And if he's got 5,000 yards passing and 87%, he's probably going to have more than 28 touchdowns, wouldn't you think? I mean, I hope you're right. Yeah, I think pick number 199, is that right, Wendell? It's become a very famous pick. There's the rookie Sean Tucker. A lot of people maybe wanted the Browns to draft Sean Tucker. Now 3rd and goal. They'll run it again 3 times in a row, and Grady Jarrett shuts the door, man. He's so good. Remember there were rumors in the offseason Grady Jarrett might come to the Browns. That would have been amazing. 4th and goal. Again, I'm happy with Zadarius Smith. Jarrett has... Oh, the fake it! Kyle Trask! They tried a fake field goal, and I'm still not sure what it was supposed to be. Beautiful design. Apparently, I don't know. That was Kyle Trask, the backup quarterback. Was he supposed to throw it to the tight end? There was a tight end open in the end zone, and Trask just didn't get rid of it. And another weird, we've seen some weird fake field goals here in the last couple weeks of the sim. And this one will give a little bit of a momentum boost to the Falcons. Wendell, the Buccaneers are 1-10 in our sim, and Vita Vea gets home. Throws him to the ground at the 3-yard line, and Ritter running for his life back there. Now again, Vita Vea, Shaq Barrett, Kalijah Cansey as well, the rookie out of Pittsburgh. You know, the last first-round defensive interior player from Pittsburgh turned out to be pretty good. His name is Aaron Donald. Not that they're comparing the two, and Anthony Nelson will get there too now. 3rd and 18, all the way back to the 2-yard line. And I guess this is one of those bonuses for why you go for it. I just don't know why you wouldn't have just run an offensive play, why you feel like you needed to run a fake field goal. But the Buccaneers defense up to task, and the Falcons can do nothing but go backwards. And yeah, I would say the whole team in general, the disrespect is real. And so, yeah, just go and ball out, please. Please go and ball out. Baker back out onto the field. And Rachaad White with a little bit of a stretch. White again. Actually, this was Chase Edmonds this time. 3rd and 12 now. 4 wide receivers out on the package. Edmonds on the right hip of Baker. And they're going to delay draw on 3rd and 12, and it fools no one. Richie Grant and Grady Jarrett combining on the stop. And so now both offenses in struggle bus mode here. 13-6 with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. And the second-year punter out of Georgia, Jake Camarda, in to punt this one away. And he'll drop another one inside the 10, down to the 5. Down by the corner, Zion McCollum at the 5-yard line. And another great punt. So this is sort of turning into that special teams battle. Again, with neither team really exerting themselves so far offensively. Remember, the one touchdown of the game. Yeah, the only touchdown of the game was a pick six by Devin White from about this close. So be careful here, Ritter. Rolling. He's got to get rid of it. He'll take it. Ball is down. It came out. Lorenzo Carter has it in his hand. Oh, never mind. That was Ritter. Ritter's got the ball back in his hand. How about Vita Vea, the safety? I thought maybe the ball popped out. But Vita Vea will sack Ritter in the end zone. And now the defense has 8 points in this game. So the defense currently beating the Falcons in this one. But again, credit to Jake Camarda and that punt getting him down inside the 5. And then the defense, Vita Vea getting right up in there and chase the big boy, chasing down Ritter, who's got to know to throw that one away. Baker Mayfield now firing left side, long throw to Godwin, dangerously so. Took just a little longer for the defensive back to get out there. 7-yard gain is the pickup. Appreciate everybody being on. Again, Phil Nagy on Sports here. Rocking my new microphone. I used that first check that YouTube sent me to buy a new microphone. So just sitting here in the lap of luxury with hopefully a very nice and new sounding microphone. 3rd and 3. Godwin was the previous recipient as well. Mayfield now right side to Godwin at the sticks, and he got it. First down, Buccaneers. The 38. Chris Godwin now 8 catches in the game. Do appreciate everybody being on. Thank you so much to my subscribers. You guys are the best. We really, really appreciate you. Also, make sure you like the video. That helps grow the audience. Here comes Evans. He's got some speed at the 40 to the 35. Nice little long dig route to Mike Evans, and he is in the zone. I'm not sure what his zone ability is, but now 5 catches for 131 yards for Mike Evans there. He beat Okudah again in the middle. It's been a long day for Jeff Okudah, having to be matched up against Mike Evans. Now Edmonds, not Evans, but Chase Edmonds up the middle for no yards. Again, we do appreciate you being on, and if you would like the video, that helps us grow the audience as we continue to grow. We continue to gain more subscribers after we hit our 1,000, which is awesome. And again, we just really, really appreciate it. This is week 13 of our official 2023 season sim. All the rosters are updated unless you're changing your number to 0, and when I can't do that. Back of the end zone, knocked away. That was the rookie Trey Palmer, and now from 51, here's Chase McLaughlin. Still no offensive touchdowns in the game. We've had a pick six and a safety for the Buccaneers. And now 3 field goals for Chase McLaughlin as well. He drills this one from 51. And the Buccaneers now, the 1-10 Buccaneers leading 18-6 here with 2:46 to go in the third quarter. So we are in week 13 again, our official 2023 season sim. We do all the Browns games for better or for worse. And it's definitely been both this year. That's all I'll say about that right now. We do one additional game, usually from the AFC and the NFC. This week here, the Browns are on bye in week 13, so I just wanted to pick a couple of teams that we hadn't seen all season, and that's the Falcons and the Buccaneers here. Falcons are 8-3, leading the NFC South. Buccaneers 1-10, obviously not leading the NFC South, clearly in the Caleb Williams Olympics here, trying to get themselves in a position to draft what they think is a difference-making quarterback out of USC. Just the second catch of the day for Drake London. I feel like London and Pitts have got to get involved. Bijan to the right side. He had a really nice first half. Now 17 carries, 82 yards for Bijan Robinson, but they got to get something going. They have been, whatever explosive is, they've been the opposite. Pitch it left side. There's Robinson to the 35, nearing the 40, and that's where he'll go down. 3rd and 2. They bring in Keith Smith, the fullback. They'll give it to Keith Smith, the fullback, and he's up the middle for a nice gain of 4. Some fullback love. Kit would be happy. That was his high school and college position. 30 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Ritter now with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. Tryon Shrinka getting held, and now Ritter will just wisely chuck this one out of bounds. Five receivers out in the package. One of them is Kyle Pitts. He'll throw it short over the middle again, and Scotty Miller has been the favorite target of Ritter here so far today. Miller's 5th catch of the day, and that's how the 3rd quarter will come to a close. 18-6, the 1-10 Buccaneers here defending Raymond James Stadium to the hilt right now in their throwback powder oranges. 3rd and 1 now for Ritter. They'll go 5 wide. Ritter back to pass. Good protection. He'll wind up. He'll chuck it deep, and it goes out of bounds. Looked like he might have gotten hit as he threw. London was open in his defense, and they're going to go for it now. Drake London was open. They'll go to Keith Smith again. I don't know if he got it. Based on Baker Mayfield coming onto the field, it looks like he did not get it. Wow. Huge stop there by the Buccaneers defense. Fool me once with the fullback dive. Do not fool me twice with it. And now the Buccaneers with an opportunity to try to suck some air out of this clock and this game. Another double tight end look. The 2 X-Factor receivers to the top. Rachaad White alone in the backfield. They'll give it to White, and he's going to be blown up right in the middle. David Onyemata, the former Saint, and now starting defensive tackle, knocks it in. Throw across the middle. That's Evans, rather. And again, poor Jeff Okudah. He's covered Evans extremely well today, but Evans is just so good using that 6'5" frame to his abilities. And yes, I think somebody knocked on the door, but I don't want to talk to you. But the dogs will bark at them. Cade Otton to the 30. Nice little drive here from Baker. If they can push this one into the end zone, that could be the game right now. Mayfield now firing it over the middle. Caught by Cade Otton. He sort of slipped and got back up, and he's got the first down of the 22-yard line. So Baker quietly up to about 300 yards passing here in this game. 1st and 10 now, 12 minutes to go. Again, Atlanta has to keep them out of the end zone. Play action to White, and now he'll throw it to White out of the backfield. Rachaad White thrown out of bounds by the strong safety, Jalen Hawkins. Yeah, red zone report. 0 touchdowns and 0 field goals. They've not been in the red zone yet all day. Mayfield left side. Actually, that's not true. They were in the red zone, and they tried a fake field goal from about the 3-yard line. I do remember now. 3rd and inches. That's Payne Durham. Over across the middle. First down. That's Gage inside the 10 to the 7. Baker now 28 of 40 for 310. And a 1st and goal now for the Buccaneers. Again, this would be the dagger if they can punch it into the end zone. If you're Atlanta, you've got to hold them to a field goal. That at least puts you 2 touchdowns down. Pressure coming, and Baker will go down. Lorenzo Carter again, just abusing Tristan Wirfs, who's the best right tackle in the game. But it doesn't matter right now. It's Lorenzo Carter, who again should be number 0. I don't have the ability to make him 0, so he's 10. Baker, short throw over the middle. It's the rookie again, Trey Palmer now. 3rd and goal. They're back at the 12. That sack was a killer. Will it prove to be an ultimate drive stopper? Blitz coming. Nobody went with him. Mykal Walker, the middle linebacker, got there in a hurry, and the 6th sack of the day for the Atlanta Falcons will, in fact, keep the Buccaneers out of the end zone. Look how quickly he got in there. Just nobody blocked him. Dang, that was fast. Don't get the Amazon Intel on that one, or whatever it is, the Google Analytics, or whatever the little graphic is that comes up. Chase McLaughlin with his 4th field goal today, and it's up and it's good. Back to 21, a nice even 21 for the Buccaneers. They've got a pick 6, 4 field goals, and a safety, just like you draw it up to get to 21 points. Stretch it left side to Bijan. He's got the 30. He's trying to get around, and he can't. Tackled over there by the corner. It sort of stood him up a little bit. That's Jamel Dean on that side. 2nd and 4. Ritter, again, down 2 touchdowns with a 2-point conversion if they need it. And now London finally breaks 3 all the way down to the 36-yard line. They've been trying that pass a couple of different times. And Drake London able to get it to the 36-yard line. Just his 3rd catch, but it was a big one for about 40 yards. Now Ritter with an opportunity. Across the middle, knocked away. Carlton Davis, the former Auburn Tiger, swats it away. And now it's 2nd and 10. Ritter passing again. He'll go right side. Caught by Pitts again. They've really locked up Kyle Pitts here in this one. 4 catches, just 13 yards. They have been all over. A big blitz coming. They pick it up. He's wide open underneath. It is Pitts to the 10, to the 15. And a 1st down. So that time, offensive line does its job. Ritter finds the hot man, and Pitts does get an impact catch for the first time pretty much in the game with a nice 1st down there against that blitz. Arthur Smith is a fan of it. They keep showing Arthur Smith. He looks very like salt and pepper, vagabond. I haven't showered in a while and haven't seen people in a while. It's kind of his look that he's got going. Bijan's 20th carry of the day, but with 6 minutes, you got to score, and you got to score fast because you need 2 touchdowns, one of which has got to have a 2-point conversion to tie. Ritter rolling. Shaq Barrett, he won't go down. Ritter, the 2nd man will get him. Tryon Shayinka gets him to the ground, and they'll still give Shaq Barrett a half credit for that one. I don't know how he got out of it. Stumbles, and then he was going to finally fire towards the end zone. Looked like Scotty Miller was the intended target, but now 3rd and 25, and they have got to get into the end zone. Ritter, middle, end zone, dropped by Mac Hollins. / knocked away, and now 4th and 25, and they're going to go for it. Yes, well, the new microphone picks up the dog even better. She was upstairs at the front door. End zone, what a catch! Drake London, are you kidding me? What a catch! On a 4th and 25, Ritter just throws this thing up, and Drake London 1v1 with Jamel Dean. Actually, that's the rookie Darius Rush on coverage, and what a catch by London on a 4th and 25. They had to have it, and they got it. Oh, my. And yes, the first offensive touchdown of the game for either team. All right, well, now you got to get a 3 and out and then score again. So sometimes the first score is the hard part. Yeah, that's the new microphone, Wendell. She was upstairs at the front door, which is not near the basement where I am, but the sensitivity of the new microphone, harder to mask when they're barking. We'll see. Sometimes they come down here and play and sort of like play growl with each other. We'll see if the new mic picks that up too. Mayfield. Dart to the left side to Godwin. Now 30 completions for Baker, well over 300 yards. Again, just the only interception added to his stat line now. Under 5 to play. Falcons again probably need the ball back by about the 2-minute warning, and again, cannot give up any more points. 19th carry for Rashad White. 4:15. They're not in chew clock mode yet either, which I find interesting. Up the middle and then blown up. David Onyemata right there. 3rd and 6. Baker, snap back. Over the middle, caught. Godwin broke a tackle. I think they got him short, though. 4th and inches, a crucial measurement. Bud Dupree was in there. A little drag across the middle. Looked like Troy Anderson hit him first, then Dupree, then Okudah, then Mykal Walker. A lot of guys there, and that was the punt that they needed. Okay, here we go. Desmond Ridder and his 8-3 Falcons now down 8 with 3 minutes to go. They need an impact drive here that ends in the end zone and the 2-point conversion. Momentum still just a little bit towards the Buccaneers. Blitz coming, watch out! And he's going to turf it, which is what you're supposed to do when the screen pass gets blown up. So good job there from Desmond Ridder to do just that. Stops the clock, and they don't lose any yards. Now Ridder back to pass. Pressure on his face. He'll get rid of it to Bijan quickly. Got hit pretty hard. They'll pick up 6 now. 3rd and 4 with about 32 seconds until that 2-minute warning. 3rd catch of the day for Bijan. Pressure coming. He'll fire off the back foot. London again! Dropped it this time. Carlton Davis in coverage, and here we go. Another 4th down. Back to pass. 4th and 4. Ridder first down. He's got Pitts. Huge play across the middle. Levante David was with him, but Kyle Pitts gets that first down right over the middle there in between White and David, and that's the 2-minute warning. Yeah. He could have. 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes to go. Ridder with a chance to be the hero. Short throw right side to Pitts. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does at the 37. Gain of 5. So Pitts has had a really nice 4th quarter. He's been much, much better here. Back to pass. 2nd and 5. Over the middle. Caught again. That's Scotty Miller. Has been the favorite target today, although on the 4th and 25 end zone shot, it was all Drake London. Right side. Got his man on the sideline again at the 42 and a first down into Tampa Bay territory. There's Scotty Miller again. It's been the Scotty Miller show here today. He's got 7 catches for 99 yards. Buck 32 with the clock stop. They have all 3 timeouts here. Desmond Ridder, the crafty veteran. Just kidding. His 2nd year out of Cincinnati. He'll fire to Drake London for a first down. And now they'll go hurry up. Still a buck 15. They've got all 3 timeouts. No sense in saving any clock to give back to the Buccaneers. London, and that one will go out of the end zone. Ridder tried to find Drake London again. Now 5 catches, 94 yards for Drake London. He started slowly as well. Quick little throw out of the right side. That's going to be Jonnu Smith coming over in free agency from the Patriots. Jonnu Smith, the former Titan as well. Across the middle, caught again. Mac Hollins right behind the defender, and now they're up to the 40-yard line. I think you can call your first time out there not. They're going to go again. Hurry up. Maybe keep the Buccaneers on their toes. Or heels, rather. Pressure coming. Ridder! He threw the pick to end the game. Right to Ryan Neal, the strong safety. 2 picks today for Neal, and that will end it. Ridder just forced the pass. First of all, I thought they could have called the intercept or called the timeout, regrouped. But instead, he forces it in there, and Bijan doesn't get over to play defensive back quick enough. And that will do it. The Buccaneers are going to survive for their 2nd win of the season, 21-13. And that further muddies things in a very, very pent-up NFC South with both the Saints and I believe the Panthers at 6-5 now. This will drop the Falcons to 8-4. 28 seconds on the clock. Rashad White swallowed by Grady Jarrett. Last time out. Still to come after this 3rd down play. If they get a first down, it's over. If they don't, they'll get one more chance. Mayfield gives it to White up the middle, and he'll be swallowed immediately. They call their last timeout. So with about 15 seconds left, we'll see what kind of punt that Jake Camarda can give them. I think you're going to give Ridder at least 1 or 2 shots to the end zone. Can't take us. Oh, no, it's bobbled. Oh, my goodness. I thought maybe he was going to get a block punt in the end zone. Fair catch called for by Patterson at the 45. 15 seconds exactly. No timeouts for the Falcons. They've got to get into the end zone now. Ridder, or he can do a short out route to the right side. He'll just chuck it deep to the middle of the field, into the end zone. Tipped and batted around and incomplete. He can do that one more time. My guess is that he will. Ridder had plenty of arm on that one. That was about a 65-yard throw. And there it is. Fired right side. Oh, this was actually caught by Miller, but he's short and didn't get out of bounds. So that one they tried to throw a little short. And Scotty Miller makes the catch. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to hold on to win this game. They're now 2-10 on the season. And Baker celebrating with his teammates. Man, Jake Matthews does not look like a left tackle. Baker Mayfield towering over him. All right, well, how about that one for Baker and the boys? 21-13 is the final score. Let's take a quick look at today's statistics. 28 of 48 for Ritter, 300 yards passing exactly, 1 touchdown and 3 brutal interceptions. Bijan Robinson, the rookie, 20 carries, 97 yards. 2 for Keith Smith, the fullback. Algier and Ritter each had a carry as well. How about Scotty Miller again? 8 for $129. 7 for Kyle Pitts. He really turned it on in the fourth quarter. Drake London had the long touchdown catch. 3 for Bijan, 2 for Mac Hollins, 1 for Jonnu Smith. Michael Walker, leading tackler with 15. 11 for Grady Jarrett, including 3 TFLs. Mike Hughes, the nickel corner. How about Zach Harrison, the rookie, with 7 tackles, 2 TFLs as well. Whoops. Sacks today. Lorenzo Carter had 3. 1 for Harrison, 1 for Walker, 1 for Jarrett. Clark Phillips III, I forgot about him, out of Utah. He had a half sack along with Richie Grant. The interception was by Richie Grant. For the Buccaneers today, Baker 31 of 43 for 331. That's 72%, just the 1 interception. Daniel, good to have you on. No worries. We'll catch you on the next one. Rashad White, 23 carries, 59 yards. Sean Tucker, the rookie, 1 carry for 1 yard. Chris Godwin, 10 for 81. Cade Otton, 6 for 33. Mike Evans, 6 for 139. 4 for Gage, 2 for Edmonds. Durham, the rookie tight end out of Purdue. Palmer and Rashad White each with 1 catch as well. 16 tackles for Levante David, 11 for Devin White. 8 for Ryan Neal, the strong safety, had a nice game. 2.5 sacks for Vita Villa, 1 for Shaq Barrett, and a half for Tryon Shoyinka. 2 picks for Ryan Neal. As we talked about, Devin White had the 11-yard pick 6, which until the very end of the game was the only touchdown of the game. So the Buccaneers win 21-13 again. Not a scoregami, but a really weird way to get to 21. That was 4 field goals, 1 touchdown, and a safety. And that's how they got their 21 points. And they are going to win this one here. They go to 2-10. Falcons go to 8-4. And again, I already told you the Panthers and the Saints both at 6-5. I'm going to bring you, I think the next game I'm going to bring you is going to be the 6-5 Colts at the 6-5 Saints. A chance to see our New Orleans Buckeyes a little bit again, and also see how Anthony Richardson looks. I think we saw him in like week 2 or 3 when the Browns played him. So that's the one I'm going to bring you later, but I am out for the rest of the day. I got to go to a wedding here this evening, so enjoy it. Maybe we'll be tomorrow. If not, it'll be Monday. Appreciate everybody being on again. Thank you so much to my subscribers. You guys are the best. John, good to see you. It was a pretty good game. And you're very welcome for the sim, George. Appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend, as the Browns are now officially in camp down at the Greenbrier. Of course, the Vets reporting today, and they'll go down tomorrow, I believe, to the Greenbrier. So we'll have some real football to start talking about soon, which will be very fun. So, again, appreciate you guys being on so much. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And as always, go Browns, and go Baker Mayfield, the Buccaneers.